In the military, this was called triage. My dad always talked about the military hospitals and saying, hey, they don't treat the soldiers in the order they come off the battlefield, right? They don't treat the soldiers in the order they come into the military hospital. What order do they get treated in? In terms of severity, in terms of injury, right? Where do you see a sign like this? Today, where do you see a sign like this? Hospital, right? The ER, they use the exact same system. At NATO, in war, in civilian hospitals, they actually rank patients as they come through the doors. They use a patient numbering system. If you are a P1 patient, you are going to die. And there are things that happen at work where it is a drop everything and handle it, isn't it? Do you have things like that in your world? I know I do. Doesn't matter what you're working on, right? If I'm writing an article, I hear the phone ring, my office manager knocks on the door. I know you're writing. Sorry to bother you. Sue Schallenbarger from the Wall Street Journal is on line 1. She wants to interview you and get a quote for an article she's writing, and she has a due date deadline in a half hour. Do you want to talk to her? What do you think I'm going to say? Take a message, tell her I'm writing. I mean, if you're in the Wall Street Journal and it says Laura Stack, author of, what do you think happens to the sales of books? Boom, right? I need to be like on a stage or on a plane not to take that. And you have things like pop up in your world too as well. Your office is like an emergency room. You know you're going to have a crisis of the day, right? Or 10. 20. You just don't know who it's going to be, what the issue is, and when it's going to happen.